Jai Mata Di. A warm welcome to you in Astro Bhrigu Gyan Vani. We pray that you always stay in God's shelter, keep doing good deeds, and never forget the true voice of your soul. So let's begin today's video. There is a verse in Srimad Bhagavad Puran which says, as long as your mind is connected to your body, your family, your money, and relationships, it becomes difficult to truly feel God. But people who let go of desires and are free from within can easily feel God in their heart and mind. Now you may wonder, why am I talking about this verse? See, I didn't pick this verse randomly. It has deep connection with today's topic, which is the eighth house of your horoscope. If you truly connect with it, your whole perspective will change. The verse says, until you are stuck in the attachment with your body, with your relationships, money, and house, you cannot have the real experience of the God. And this is exactly the main message of the eighth house in astrology. The eighth house teaches us, let go of everything you think you are: body, identity, ego, wealth, emotions, everything. When you start letting go of these things away, it feels like you are breaking down, but actually you are becoming whole. That's why I started with this verse, to prepare your mind to accept the depth hidden in the eighth house. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna also says, one who detaches from desires, relationships, and identity is the one who connects with the Supreme Soul. And the eighth house is the beginning of that detachment, where your ego breaks down, where your emotional comfort zone are destroyed, where you face truths that scare and transform you. For example, during the Mahabharat war, when Bhishma Pitama told Arjun, you can fight me, and that time Arjun's ego was shattered. He thought, can I really do this? That moment was the effect of the eighth house. Lord Shri Krishna told Arjun, if you understand your real power, no difficulty can stop you. And when Arjun accepted this and won the war, he realized true strength comes only when the ego is left behind. And that's the eighth house. When you come out of fear, you recognize your real strength. The eighth house is where you face your deepest truths. It not only shows the fear and changes of life, but also your inner strength. Now, most people, and I think everybody, each and every astrologer highlights that eighth house is the house of age, death, deep secrets, mysteries, and I totally agree with that. But if we talk about other perspectives of eighth house, which is written in our ancient scriptures, then eighth house is the most deepest house of your horoscope. And now I'm going to tell you that deepest points which are considered related to eighth house. So listen them carefully and understand what your eighth house says in your horoscope. First of all, the eighth house is like a place of deep meditation, like samadhi, not just about death, but it is also a symbol of spiritual peace. When we leave everything and explore into spiritual practices like in sadhana, the soul separates from the body. In the same way, in this house, we leave behind old fears and our actions, our karmas. Also, the eighth house is like a cremation ground. What does it mean? It means It reminds us that everything in life is temporary, like the fire in a cremation ground. So we must live in each moment with value and respect. Eighth house is also like a butcher's shop where things are cut and broken. This house helps break our inner boundaries and teach us how to overcome those weaknesses for positive change in our life. It's also like a clay oven where food is cooked with fire. Similarly, this house purifies our spiritual and mental energy. It is like a secret lab of occult science, full of hidden powers and mysteries. It gives us a chance to understand our subconscious and spiritual knowledge. Talking about another point, it is like the farewell of a daughter in the wedding, full of emotions and big life changes. This house also brings major turning points in the life. It is also like the cancer. Just as cancer slowly affects the body, this house teaches us to fight our inner fears and be ready for life's challenges. It is the subconscious mind. It shows what we have forgotten or ignored, maybe in our past life or in today's life. When we face these things, when we face these karmas, we understand and remove confusion and fear from the life. This house is also like Ravan and Lanka. Ravan lost everything due to his ego. This house teaches us to leave ego and realize our true power. It is the devotion to Lord Shiva. When we surrender to Lord Shiva, we get peace and power, and this house exactly teaches full surrender and spiritual devotion. Eighth house is also like Karna's generosity. Karna gave away all his strength and power, and this shows that using our power for the right purpose is the real strength in this yuga. It is the desire to capture, like taking away Pushpak Viman. This house teaches us to rise above desires and focus on spiritual growth. Also, it shows the strange nature of our mind, just like a child sometimes gives things and sometimes doesn't. This house teaches us to rise above the confusion and trust on ourselves. So, the eighth house gives us the chance to recognize our truth and power, which is inside ourselves. It gives us strength to go beyond our fears and inner limits, and it obviously guides us towards self realization. They say where worldly attachments end, the eighth house begins. When a person gets tired of life, when everything feels empty in the life, no money, no relationships, no fame, then the real journey begins, and it starts from the eighth house of your horoscope. It's the point where the soul begins to evolve beyond the body. You no longer want anything, you just want to know yourself. In the eighth house, decisions don't come from logic or emotions. Absolutely not. They come from within. Sometimes you just feel this is the right thing to do. There's no reason, no explanation, only an inner voice, which is coming from your inner strength. And this voice comes from your subconscious mind. It's like suddenly discovering a hidden truth. You don't know how, but it just happens. And that's the eighth house. No one fully controls this house. Even top detectives, spiritual speakers, astrologers, occult science experts, they don't always have logic. They just feel something from within and things happen on their own. People who are astrologers, occult experts, They are born with eighth house qualities. These qualities are filled in these people. Even if they are negative planets in the eighth house of your horoscope, it is always active. The eighth house is a state where you are not awake, not asleep, you just are. This state is beyond human thinking. It is beyond the time and emotions as well. People are like, which are like monks, scientists, detectives. They do things the world cannot understand at all easily because they operate from this state. When the eighth house is active, even the fifth and 11th house lose their importance. You no longer care about future success or past achievements. You live in the present, not for the fame or gain, but for realization. Astrology is as deep as the universe, as I said in all my videos. Every house in your birth chart has a deep meaning along with that, and so does the eighth house. For example, eighth house is the seventh from the second house. It shows danger to wealth, sudden loss, black money, or illegal earnings as well, because it is seventh from the second house. Also, it shows inherited property, whether you will get it or face family disputes. And it is the fifth from fourth house. If you count from eighth house, fifth from fifth house to fourth, then you will get eighth house, which shows whether your home and comforts will truly satisfy you or not. It is the fourth from fifth house. Will your children give you peace or tension? This also indicates from your eighth house. Also, it is the third from sixth house. From sixth house, if you gain up to third house, then you will get eighth house only, which shows how strong your enemies or diseases will be, how much will be the strength in your debts, and whether you can defeat your enemies or not, how powerfully you can defeat them. This shows eighth house as well. We can say it is the 12th from ninth house as well. If you, it's from the ninth house, if you count 12th house till 12th house, you will get eighth house only, which means the loss of religion, wisdom, and spiritual guidance. It can lead to moksha, which is liberation. If it is positive, it has positive condition, then it can take you from the darkest light, from the suffering to peace. It is the second from the sixth, seventh house. It affects your partner, your life partner, their wealth, or even secret affairs. It is the 11th from 10th house, which shows whether your hard work will bring to success or not. So, the 8th house is the only house where no planet is exalted. Even the moon, which is a soft planet, feels emotionless here. And the second house is for life, but whereas the 8th house is for death. In astrology, this formula is always applied. Means second house, from second house your life starts, and from till 8th house it ends. And in between lies the true essence of existence. So today's topic was a bit different, and you may have heard many of these points for the very first time, because all of this is taken directly from the ancient scriptures. Now you might be wondering, why did we feel the need to talk about this house today? Because the answer is, nowadays people have limited spirituality to just outer show. and they're afraid of the real depth of inner transformation. And the eighth house is where the deepest secrets of your life are mostly hidden. Things you don't even speak about with yourself, those are buried here. Most people avoid this house. Why? Because it breaks your comfort zone. It is the house of your death where your life ends. It shakes you, wakes you up, and sometimes show you such truths that are not easy for anyone to face or handle. We have seen many people who focus a lot more on seventh house or second house or maybe ninth house, 12th house, sixth house. But we must not forget that the three houses, which are 6th, 8th, and 12th, are the most important ones in the life. No matter everyone say that these are considered the most baddest house in your horoscope, but I would say that these houses are the most important in your life. If these are balanced, no one can stop you to reach that level of success which you dreamed of. And not only success, it gives you sudden gains, sudden uh, victory from your enemies, sudden knowledge, anything, A to Z, anything it can give you. And of course, every house in astrology is important, but these three houses have their own powerful game. Until a person faces their own shadow, they cannot walk the true path of dharma, karma, and moksha. That's why today we set with you all to try and understand this deep topic. So if you feel this video, these are not just things to listen in this video which I told you, but to feel, then do like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to stay with us on this journey of wisdom. We sincerely pray that God sharpens your intelligence, your inner wisdom, and your soul strength. And may your life always move towards dharma, clarity, and peace. That is our good wish for you. And yes, if you want more videos on any specific topic where we do a deep analysis, you can write your suggestions in the comment box. We will try our best to create the videos on them, and as soon as your suggested topic is published, we will reply to you with the video link right away. So, thank you so much for watching the video. Jai Mata Di.